So, law warning. Due to the change of terms of service, this video will now contain things like social political issues, how the climate is going to waste, and how plant-based diet is going to save the planet, with the only source of animal protein being bugs and cockroach milk. This is not true. I don't know what that was, but good evening folks, and welcome back to another video. In this video we'll be doing the last chapter 3 of 3 of literally by Globalcomix. Now for those of you who don't know how I do these types of videos, it's pretty simple to what I do with the Tales from the Past series. And yeah, other reviews, I go through an indie comic, a web comic, a manga, or a European comic from yeah, a little more recent time, or a little more a little back to the 2010s, and yeah, basically do a quick rundown of who the team is, the writer, the art, the colors, the cover, give you a little bit of the synopsis, after which we, in case of an overview, we don't do the breakdown. In this case we do the breakdown as well, and we come once the breakdown is over, we do the plus and the minus, so the good, bad and the ugly, or give the strong points and the weak points, and yeah, give a final verdict. It goes from let's say 10 out of 100 till 1 out of 100. So yeah, 10 out of 100 being 1 out of 10, 1 out of 100 being let's say 10 out of 10. Pretty old school rating. And yeah, there also might be some things that you might disagree with me about, if that's the case, or maybe it is something that has something to do with some people involved in creating this comic, or the publisher itself, or people it associates with. It happens, that's totally fine. But let's just try to keep it civil, you know. My goal of these types of videos is trying to bring back a little bit more of the, you could call it old school times, or yeah, schoolyard days, or the days before the internet, where you could just discuss whether a comic, a European comic, or web comic is good or not, and which character could be who. Was there a good balance between the writing and the art? Were there some interesting cameos? And was the pacing good? Those are the discussions that I want to have. And of course, I'll also be using yeah, a few sources. One of course being Amazon for the synopsis, and the other ones yeah, will be yeah, the Kickstarter page, and I'll also be yeah, giving the reviews or thoughts of other creators, some known, some well known, and some lesser known creators about literally part 1 to 3. In this case 3, because we're at the third part. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into yeah, the team. So grab a cup of coffee, tea, whiskey, some water, whatever beverage you prefer, and let's get into it. As you can see, the team here is once again there was not a lot changed since the last 2 issues. The writer is Randisha Diaz, I hope I spelled his name correctly. Art is by Marcela Cagnato. Colors XP Cretin. I'm terrible with names, just to give you a heads up. And the cover is a familiar face. Yeah, not only the mech over here, the wolf, but the art style where yeah, Helen, what's the last name again? Oh yeah, Arambula is drawn, because drawn by Timothy Lim of Captain America Iconic Comics. So yeah, I would see why they would do a cover for him, or at least Tim Lim would do a cover for Globalcomix. So let's get to the synopsis before we move to the next page. The Helen right now, she's no longer a fat dork. She's no longer a young adult. She's actually an adult, all grown up, hot Latina woman. She's caught in the big wringer and back. She went from puberty to young adult to hot Latina in the span of let's say 3 issues. And she's going to depart on her final adventure to a place where no human has ever been or has ever seen. So yeah, let's get into the breakdown, where we see a gamer ticking on his keyboard and mouse, shooting every let's say alien being at 12 o'clock, and yeah, firing away, trying to get the high score. Kill streak 3,882. Holy potatoes, indeed. And he is quite happy about it. And he won the entire game forever. And tells, oh cool, I'm in the top 1000. The leaderboard. Smaf account toch? That's a Smurf account. Some love Russian bots in it. Ichiban no account. Second eye account, yeah, second eye account. Could call it like that. And a new message popped up. XX Demonic, yeah. XXX, you're the best player. Would you like to play this game for real? Yes and no. It's a trap. But he does it anyway. Are you absolutely sure you want to do this for the race? In real life? It would be dangerous to fight real demons like this for real. And yeah. He wants himself. What is this? Yes. You really sure? Yes. So, this is a running gag here. I love it. Come on already! And he gets sucked away. And hey, is that a skull? Oh no, he's dead. But he's not. And he's welcomed by Helen. Here's the new meat. So I didn't dematerialize all of his skull. Ah, whatever. He has a new one anyway. This really is for real? It is. I made you run Buddha. You'll be fitting in on my squad. Just because I was in the 1000th place on the leaderboard? Yeah, you're technically the best player in the world. What about those Russian and Japanese players ahead of me? Well, the Russian players cheat, and the Japanese players grind 18 hours a day until they memorize the game's patterns. It doesn't matter though. Hope you were serious about wanting to play the game for real, since you definitely clicked yes enough to get ready to have your entire life ruined. Love it already. So they hop into their suits. Hey, is that yeah? Looks like Castor. Yeah, it's the guy from. I had no idea that he was a mechanic. Castor the Gravedigger. Yeah, this is his character or something. Yeah, I recognize the plague mask. Funny. I just figured it out, and I read this issue like 2 times. Click. So yeah, they get into the mech suits. That's good enough. Let's get into some action. Action. This is our placement for Plorks. His name is Randall. So Randall gets welcome to the team. Some hey, I know this one. So but I can't forget the name. Safety, as usual, the new guy works support for the first few patrol watches, restricted to non-ballistic weapons, that kind of stuff. Well, I did play the game using a lot of laser weapons. If can it, newbie, you wait until I asked for the questions. Sorry, sir. And she smiles. grins, smirks. Any questions now? You can say something. Yeah, lasers. I have training on them in the game. I mean, some mech builds is all laser cannons though. Why the restrictions, if I may ask, sir, ma'am, Miss Captain, Major? We don't let the newbies use the machine guns because ammunition is hard to replace. Lasers are good. If you're good with them, then you can stick with them all you want. Actually, I mained PDR and heavies with Max this. Alright, kids these days with their energy weapon lingo. Just don't hit any teammates and don't spray indiscriminately. Your first few patrols should be observational only. I don't want you engaging in any enemy unless we're completely overrun. And what that really means is do not fire on anything at all. We're not going to be overrun on your first patrol, so you follow us calmly and keep your fingers off the triggers. So yeah, they hop into their mechs. They a little bit of cleaning and they're underway. Base parameter. We've had their portal box in for years. That's where they come from. Some other dimension that centered the crater. And this so reminds me of Into the Breach. Incredible. They come through the portal, we mow them the F down. There could be trillions of them. On the other side of the portal though, might be only a few 100 million. Every once in a while, the portal sort of glitches and the spare pack of monsters gets thrown somewhere else on the continent. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of survival strategy thing going on. Like it. But I remember in the game we had to capture 20 planets just to get to the scary monster homeworld and secure the demon portal. I hate to ruin it, but we did that in real life. Long time ago. Turret towers do most of our work now. We just got the plan to cross over into the portal. I have a plan, yeah, but it's only in the making. Some My Little Pony kind of character. Yeah, here's what their plan looks like. Oh, that's quite a plan. It'll look even better when it's ready. Contact looks like a spillover from a swarm. They're hitting hard tonight. Can't blow this off then. Newgate, you're staying behind us. Don't fire unless I tell you. Yeah, yes, sir. You got that. He's kind of nervous. First day on the job, it happens. So, here comes the cavalry. And, they're eating bullets and missiles. Some of these ones, there's still a few ahead. You meet one bus your cherry tonight. I saw what you did there, Helen. Yeah, I don't know if he's about to bust those monsters or if he's going to bust you know what. But you've got to go weapons free sometime. The sooner the better. They're just a couple targets ahead. You can take a few shots. We'll back you up. Let's get this over with. Yeah, okay, sir. I can do this. So he locks in on the target and he blows off his kneecaps and he's dead. It's still moving, so don't let it stop. You don't want your enemy still functional before you turn your back on it. True. Never turn your back on a predator in the wild. Especially when they're not feline. Or when they are feline. Another because they'll attack you. They really do. So he's the monster's blown to ashes. And we flash forward towards his, let's say, school career. Randall School. Jockey. To his biology classes. Or test. And flash forward to the mech bay. Most noobs have trouble sleeping at first. Take this, inject in an arm, muscle or leg. Something like that. It'll get you to sleep pretty fast. And only use on those nights that you're laying in bed for an hour. Because otherwise you build up tolerance and these stop working. Welcome to the world of drugs, kid. Sleep booster. So they basically give him a sleep booster right now. And he's getting instructed by one of the characters. Aiming and firing is easy to get used to. The hard part is getting deeper in when you start getting surrounded. Then the game turns mental. It's about pushing away the panic and reaching for any good rational thought so you don't lose your mind and end up dead. Well, as long as I take this slow enough, I think I can get good at this. I mean, if it's enough like the game I train on. And there's a fish head. The funny thing is that I never trained on any game. I was deemed the best warrior of my kind, and therefore I was hired because of that. So who runs your army? It's not the United States, is it? Yeah, I know that one. It's BT Becky's OC. There's another guy. Some are familiar, some not. Luckily, there's an invincible geodesic sphere hidden about 100 miles underneath the surface of Wisconsin. A bunch of aliens built it to hide in about 40 years ago, and now they use it to manage this war. It's kind of out of sight, out of mind. As far as the US government is concerned, I mean, this war doesn't even threaten Earth, so there's no tax funding. It's all just run by the alien coalition. The alien guys are cool though. I mean, us humans have made pretty good impression, so they like us too. I saw what you did there. So we're fighting the enemies of the alien coalition. No, actually, it's more complicated. Do you really care? Hey, lady. Who's that lady? Listen, I'm curious. The demons were a genetic experience, or genetic experiment gone wrong, I think. It was a space travel experiment. The scary monster galaxy was discovered on accident by the aliens a bunch of years ago, and they tried to science poking and the demon overmind threw open a portal on this planet, blew apart a giant city that used to be there, that kind of stuff. Impervious to nukes, so they can't be nuked away. Chemical warfare doesn't work. Flamethrowers don't work. Only things that work is old-fashioned shooting, stabbing, dismemberment. So the whole package. And the guy's called Douglas. That's why the aliens went on to run or hiding inside the Earth. That's something else entirely. A warring species wiped out their government a few centuries ago. That old history for them though, so that's over with. I'm not really sure if I can keep up with all of that. And there you have the cameo of one of my, could be one of my potential favorite cameos. Like Suave said, it's complicated. Not too importante either. But just mercs cleaning up someone else's mess. I mean, your planet could be at risk if this got out. But you're about 1 million light years away. The hell portal goes to a whole other galaxy. I think I'll be X88 something stuff. On X850. And let's can it for now. We got contacts. New meat, light up your guns. It's time to be after you know what. Wikiwaka F. Yeah. The whole whiz and the whole whiz of that. So they start. So anyway, they start shooting, and the alien species come after him, and they get all blown to smithereens. And they compliment each other for a good job. What's Kalisamedeshta? Good run, guys. Next patrol is in a couple of days. Or patrol. Randall, not bad with the shooting, but you were firing a little slow. Step it up next time. Yes, sir. So he's back at school. Showering. Daydreaming. After injecting his sleep dose. Or sleep enhancer. Start shaving new kid. Or your face is gonna look weirder than it already does. There's Captain America. Another character, looks like a character by Chop Suey. Or Herman Malice, but I'm not entirely sure which one to do. Let's kill some demons then. Boom boom, blam blam. It definitely got to kill those demons. And they're firing away in the mech suit. Hey, what is that possible? No, I'm just effing around. Demons just a human term. They're more like a weaponized mutant fauna. Kind of like bugs or rats. They scurry around and chew down everything in their way. What's this overmind supposed to be? It's not really a centralized thing. It's more like all of their minds together make them smarter. So on this side of the portal, they're pretty dumb. On the other side, they're kind of smart. There's apparently billions of them over there. Like each one is a brain cell, so the only way to kill it is to thin their numbers down until they're too dumb to think anymore. The way to do that is to go through the portal and start blasting them into salsa. I'm still waiting for a new Eminem track that never arrived. It was about time to pull the trigger on the secret weapon. So be here tomorrow, we'll do a briefing. then finally make the excursion into the portal. I plan to go in alone. If anyone volunteers, know it's quite possible the portal will never let you return. You haven't survived the trip or the fight inside. Myself, I will not return from this mission. This is my final mission. I literally intend to die fighting this battle. I think you all know that if I don't hold back, I can do much damage. That I'll permanently open regular excursions into the portal. From then on, we make it easier to keep the demons pressed in. When I'm done, return to base and have a beer for me. So she's willing to sacrifice herself. Or not. And another one for the rest of my fallen friends. This reminds me of Thomas. She built her own wolf sword. How cute. Mecha Thomas is all green, ready to mush these demons into glob. Let's fire away. Mecha Thomas does his job quite effectively. Good luck. Hey, it lets us back out. Join us if you want. Okay. So he joins and they arrive. That's right, you want to come here. Helen says. I didn't want to be the last I saw of you, sir. Helen, I think you're really cool. I wanted to say that I think I like you a lot. When you fell in love with me, well, I guess now I know what it feels. Happened to me a few times. I feel bad for you, kid. It's really going to hurt you when I'm dead. But everyone's gotta lose their first crush somehow. Maybe if you kick enough, you know what, here? You don't have to die. That's a good attitude, but I'm not going back. Just don't give up on anyone. Enjoy the time you got, that kind of stuff, but don't let someone you're in love with use you like a doormat. Try not to flunk out of school. I've been having trouble with your homework. It's just hard to find the motivation when I do this after school. Do you want to know my secret? I did all the homework assignments in class. 7 hours more than enough to get it all done. Then you got the whole day left to yourself. So, good advice from Helen. And looks like it's getting sludgy outside. I think it's time for you guys to go. No arguments, I give you an order. So she tells them to get the hell out. I'm definitely not going to argue. So they are not. Some of them retreat, others return. You don't have to tell me twice. It's been an honor and all that. I'll drink like a fish to your memory. Die well, Major. Because there's a fish in the little bowl over there. I would die with you here. I love you. I'm in love with you, I think. Sweet, but love isn't something that you should have a few minutes before dying. Mechatom's here has hydrogen pulse reactor, which I'm going to overload when my ammo runs dry in a couple of hours. You're going to go and live and have a bunch of girlfriends, and that's my final order to you. Yes, I wish I could have gone to kiss you one time. Oh look, you take this secret to your grave, okay? So the Mecha Thomas grabs her and to have let's say two walls between them kiss. It's close enough to a farewell kiss that they got. And with one with her last words, she tells Helen tells Randall to go exist, live his life to his fullest. And hours later, just a few last shots are all you monsters get. So yeah, she made quick work of them. And with her cigar, she activates the hydrogen bomb in her suit and tells him that it's once for all of my dead boyfriends. And she sacrifices herself to seemingly sacrifices herself to save make sure the evil monster planet is pleased that the mutants or mutated aliens are blown up. Many years go by. Randall is a little older now. Hey Randall, we're going to Melon Shakers later. You coming? I would, but the story starts from the very beginning again. I'm literally fighting monsters. You mean figuratively, not literally, right? No, I mean actual demons from another dimension. I only do it on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so the other days I'm free. Whatever. That Randall steps into his mech, and the song is over. Here's a little information over, yeah, how the comic was written. And how, yeah, the characters came to be. Here's some of the characters. One is, I think this lady, but I'm not sure. Douglas, Fish, Captain America, and from Chop Suey, I think. Remaster X, but I'm not sure. Zadadio from CRDR Del Rio. Yeah, well, thank you to everyone else. And yeah, how the inspiration for the scenes came to be. With how hard it is to get a comic made. And big thanks to everyone involved. Tim Lim, Mark Pellegrini, the family, Iconic, Clumzor, providing good fan art. Chop Suey, Dragon for Real, Lumdrop, Luster Dog, and a lot of other guys. All the extra cool people. And the reader. They have plenty of things. Thank you again to everyone who supported us and continue to support indie comics for being good instead of the ones who just parrot safe political opinions that you are already agreed with. You're the real readers and enjoyers of indie comics, against the average fan of pandering Cape Slop. We have plenty planned for the future, so if you want more good stuff, keep an eye out for King Wolf Comics. Here's some art by Herman Stamales. And yeah. Pirating is allowed. In fact, it's a must. And there's some things about the script, but was written by Jacqueline de Glass. Chapter 2 and Chapter 3, copyright from, and a little more info where you could read it and find their works, where you can reach them. So let's get back to, let's say, the good, bad and the ugly. Let's read 3. Well, first of all, Tim Lin nailed it with the cover. It reminds me of reminds me a bit of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with the Ninja Wolf sword, and also a little bit of the Lunar Wolf Wild Sword. Kind of a strange combination, but it works. The other good thing is Helen's all grown up, smoking cigars, motivational speech to the rookie, and more matured, and tells him that it's a nice positive message at the end that don't let your first love use you like a doormat, because a lot of people seem to make the mistake. Not all of them, but quite a lot. And there's some nice cameos of, for example, Eladio from CRDR Del Rio from Under the Ring, and of course Captain America, and some other cameos from let's say Caster the Gravedigger. I think I saw him with his plague mask on. Could be, or it could be someone else entirely. I'm not sure. I'm terrible with names. But yeah, some familiar, some of them not so, but still nice cameos. Nice to give other let's say creators a chance to shine for a reasonable price. The bad part is it ends. It's an open ending though, so you don't let's say, it's not an ending that, yeah, it's over. Yeah, it is sort of over, but the story starts from the beginning again. With Randall. Of course, I think it's time for the final verdict. We'll be using, let's say, the Kickstarter page and, of course, the thoughts from other readers and fans. So yeah, here we go. With see if I can find it. I'm terrible prepared for this. Yeah, we could do it like here. Found it. The first one is from, let's say, oh, we got it right. You're ready to write actually outshines us. Timlin, Kamen, America, about literally one. And of course, the guys are funny. If they weren't, we wouldn't have asked them to guest write one of our comics, which they did. Mark Pellegrini, Black Ops, Captain America, they'll get you. Literally one solid storytelling and good art. We need more indies like this instead of the garbage you're reading right now. Dr. Naples, and he's right. And literally was a fresh and easy read. Western comics are dying because they can't get more comics like this. Jurg Douglas, the creator of Prince High Ground, by the same publisher. Of course, yeah. I want to give a shout out to one of my viewers who also commented this about the literally one. I get to screenshot of the comment itself on one of my previous videos. It's by Mike, Mike fan of genuine GDN, genuine Dark Side comics. The book description along with the cover image reminds me of Calvin and Hobbes, a US comic strip by Bill Watterson which has been collected, specifically reminding me of the Spaceman Spiff adventures imaginings that the title character Calvin had inside. Literally continues to look like a manga though, something I never thought about, but he has a point. It could have been drawn or sketched by Jose Garcia and still with the cartooning of a comic strip. It seems fun. I don't know any of these named creators to hate their gods. It was diversionary fun, as a comic should be, particularly well when appealing to youth. I would not call it to youth because there's some explicit content in there, monsters, blood, and guts. But yeah, hope you. And yeah, that's yeah. I mostly agree with this statement by Mike, fan of GDN, Jonin Comics and Darkside. Which brings me to the final verdict. It's too bad that it ends. I could read this over and over again. Yeah, it doesn't matter if the art style is not as good as the cover, which is a really hard thing to accomplish because Tim Lim is a master at it. Close enough to genius. Yeah, the final verdict is, for me, it gets an 85 out of 100. So yeah. It really ends on a high note. It's an open ending, and yeah, for the whole book, or at least the whole deluxe edition, because we used that, I take yeah, all three scores and give it one final score, and that is an 82 out of 100. So it puts it, yeah, in the upper echelon, or echelon, I'm terrible with words and pronunciation today, of yeah, what American indie comics could give you. And I highly recommend this to anyone who's kind of tired of, yeah, let's say, American superhero cape slap stuff, and be fans of manga and webcomics. This is a really good read, from start to finish. And yeah, you see this beautiful woman grow up from a fat dork to yeah, where she's right now. And I for once could be happier. And that brings this third and last video of literally to an end. So if you'd like me to see me make more videos like this, leave a like, subscribe if you want to, not because you have to. And yeah, did you read the Deluxe Edition? Did you have a cameo in it? Like for example, CRDR, or Hermanus, or let's say Caster Gravedigger. Like, give your thoughts down in the comments, and yeah, let's have the discussion going on. I want to yeah, see more interaction from yeah, people who read it and people involved in it. See what their thoughts are. And if you'd like to see what I created with my hardworking friend, Jaguar issue 1 and 2, soon 3 are now available on Globalcomix for just $2 US each for a print ready PDF. And of course you can go to Gumroad to get the print ready PDFs and CBR files for just €2 each, and the physical one for €8 each. Unfortunately, shipping cost is something I can't control, so my apologies in advance. And yeah, a final recommendation: if you want to buy the issues separately, you could do that, but they're also busy with King Wolf Comics at least is busy with let's say creating the the Deluxe Edition for to also make a physical one on Amazon. But yeah, the things takes time. So if you can't wait, buy all 3 issues immediately. If you could wait a little longer, I'm a little bit waiting till the final product is done. Then you could, I recommend waiting for the Deluxe Edition to get all stories in one go. We could buy them on Gumroad, right there. That's all I have to say for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new from it, inspired you a bit, and yeah, wish you all a good night. And since I have a day off, a beautiful weekend as well. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Peace.